Well, I had a fellow who came up to me at a house party once, and he said, "I've done, calls for you. I've knocked doors for you, but I'd like to give you a $25 donation too. It's just I don't feel like it would make any difference. Like, would it mean anything?" And I remember saying to him that in a world where campaigns cost millions of dollars and lobbyists and corporations can write $1,000 checks, it was hard to say to him that $25 could matter, but that I would go try and build a system where his voice could be heard, where his contribution, even though that was a heavy lift for him, could actually make a difference. And I think of him a lot when I'm working on legislation in Washington to try to give a voice back to those who feel left out right now. So we introduced the Government by the People Act because we understood that to fight the influence of big money in politics, you don't just need to put rules in place for how the big money crowd behaves. I mean, that's important. You got to put a ref on the field. But you also got to find a way to bring Americans who right now are spectators and are sitting up in the bleachers of their own democracy out of the bleachers and onto the field where they're power players, where a $25 donor can make a difference. So we designed the Government by the People Act. It's very simple. You get a small tax credit to make it easier for you to step up and participate on the funding side of campaigns. That's your voice coming into the mix. But then we come behind that with a boost of matching funds, 6-to-1. So now your $50 donation, if it goes to a candidate that's trying to do the right thing, that's worth $350. And all of a sudden, the candidate who yesterday could not hear you because your $50 couldn't compete against $500 or $1,000 coming from a K Street lobbyist, they can hear you loud and clear. They want to stand in your living room. They want to put your priorities at the top of the list. That's the power solution. So there's rules, and rules are important, but there's also power. And the Government by the People Act would give people power again in their democracy and make them feel like their voice is consequential. That's the idea of it.